Hi, Donna Nichols here. I found a devotional called When Adulting Feels Overwhelming. And it made me laugh because my daughters are always saying things like, I don't feel like adulting today. So it's something we all deal with. Well, think back to the time when you finally entered adulthood. Maybe it was leaving the military or college, maybe taking that first job or having your first child. All of a sudden, you realize it's time to grow up. I'll never forget those feelings when I finished college, moved to Augusta, and took a job in corporate America. This was before Ann and I got married and years before I went into ministry. For several weeks, I'd wake up each morning and think, I'm supposed to be an adult, but I still feel like a kid. I was scared to death. Well, that's what King Solomon felt when he unexpectedly and suddenly became the nation of Israel's king. He just felt overwhelmed with the weight of all this responsibility. You see, Solomon was called to lead a great nation whose history included names such as Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph. It was a nation with a lineage of extraordinary God leaders like Moses, Joshua, and even his own father, David. Well, reflecting on all this, Solomon felt as though he didn't measure up. Stepping into this critical leadership role, he felt like a small child, completely in over his head. Now, think about that for a minute. Children are utterly dependent on their parents. So when Solomon spoke to his heavenly father after the death of his earthly father, all he could say was, I feel like a little child. He expressed an utter dependence on his heavenly father. That's actually not a bad place for a king to begin. And it's not a bad place for all of us to be either. Approach your life as a little child, completely dependent on your Heavenly Father. God will provide. He will never disappoint. With the faith of a child, we can live like mature adults. I hope to see you soon.